didn't know anything about it. So we were provided with masks just in case there is something that involves gas. So we had to have practice to wear the mask, and we started to go to school. And after a while, the school had to be closed to be renovated for a hospital. It was a very large school, so we had to stop our schooling. And sometimes we used to go in the shelter, we said prayers, and then the teacher come and give us some lessons, and that went on for a while. So that went for 4 years. And we had a shelter, and the government gave permission that anyone that want to have a room in the shelter, they have to dig it themselves. So my father was someone to dig a room for us, and we had bunks there. So my sister and myself used to sleep on the bunks, and my mother and father had a bench. So during the night, we used to go and we sleep over, and this went on for a very long time. Sometimes, whenever it started early, we sleep down there, and I had arthritis because of that, of the dampness of the shelter. And then we had a call from my grandmother that she wanted all her children together. And my uncle had a farm, and he used to have horses. So we went in the stables of the horses. They painted them, and everyone had a room. In the morning, we used to get together for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, all the families. And then I had a cousin that used to play the piano accordion. So we used to go after him, and we start to sing to make us a bit happy, because it was very morbid. And then I had my uncle. He used to take us down, and we used to be in a queue to get the prickly pears. He used to give us prickly pears in the morning. And then, because we didn't go to any school after 4 years, they wanted to open the school again, and that was the end. But during the war, on the 27th of March, when my sister was born, there was 27 air raids in one day. So it's written in Malta that it was the longest day of air raids that we ever had in there. We were bombed. You can come out of the shelter and you don't know whether you're going to find your own house. And not pleasant memories, but I still think of those days, because we went through a lot. And I don't know whether we were recompensated for that, because the bombs that we had, it was terrible to have a child. My mother had the third child there, and she had her under a table because she couldn't stay in the shelter. And she went to my grandmother's place, and my sister was born under a huge table. And my father had to go and get a doctor, and he had to be escorted from one place to the other, because you were not allowed to stay out of an air raid its on. But those are my memories of the war. And then they opened, 2 years ago, we had a reunion of my girlfriends from school, and 10 of us got together in Malta, and we had a reunion. We had a lovely dinner, and we were just saying these stories that were what we went through. It's not a pleasant thing to remember, but I'll never forget it.